Alright, here he is. None other than KTF Flash. And what can I say about Flash? This year has not been that great for Flash, I gotta say. Last year was his year to destroy everything and everybody, and he started off doing that in 2008. And then he sort of stopped doing that in the fall, but everyone was still waiting for him to do that. And he's had signs of doing it, getting into the rounds of 16, and being still really the best player in KTF, and still just doing decently well. But he just where is the old Terminator Flash is all I'm asking for. I want the Terminator back. I don't want this, animatronic kind of cute little Flash that cries and loses to Lita and Fantasy and all that. I want the old Machine Flash, who I'm a big fan of, back, and to get through Crazy Hydra and possibly Sky High without any problems at all. I want Flash moving out of this group. Anyway, this is Crazy Hydra. This is his first game playing live on television for all to watch. So Crazy Hydra playing evidently on the Team Woonjin Stars, and I don't know anything about him other than he has a great name. I love Crazy Hydra. And by the way, before we continue too far in this cast, I do have an important announcement to make, and this is a very special request for my viewers. Normally I don't take requests like this, but this one is amazing. A quick shout out to Desert Mountain High School in Arizona, where there is a Kespa club run by a guy called Max. Max, one of your members in the club, Lisa, would like to go to the prom with you, and I think you definitely should. That's right, I just hooked up two high school nerds to the prom. There you go. Max, you're a baller. Lisa, you're awesome because you're a girl and you play StarCraft. And if you weren't like 15, no, just kidding. Anyway, moving on to this game, which right now isn't started. Thank God, because I just I just totally wasted about 2 minutes there. But yeah, really, Max, go date this girl. I'm not even kidding. She's she told me all about you. She's in love with you. Anyway, so Make a Wish Foundation. Flash is evidently participating in that. If you are a sick child in Korea, your one dying wish can be to meet Flash. I would definitely do that. Play TVT versus Flash and get your face pwned. Be like, oh, thank you, I got pwned, but I'm gonna die happy now. Yeah, I would. That's seriously that would be one of the things I would do if I could make a wish, but not before many other things. Actually, that actually wouldn't be one of the things I'd want to do. Anyway, so. Let's see when this game's going to get started. Oh, we're seeing the starting screen right now. The base is under attack. Let's move. Seriously, they need to do something about these titles in these MSLs. This has been around for at least 2 seasons. I like the OSL ones. They change every season, and they change several times every season, in fact. They're a lot cooler that way. I really like the last one where it was like the statue of Stork that everyone's trying to destroy. I thought that was hilarious. This gigantic, Saddam Hussein-like statue. And anyway, Flash right now, looking like Flash. Let's check out the bags under the eyes. I don't know if that's a shadow or if that's like a black eye. I hope that's a shadow. I think it's a shadow caused by the booth lamps, but. You can tell how much strain Flash is in at times. You can physically tell because Flash is 16 years old, and yet he has the mind and the burdens of like a 45-year-old tax accountant for Bernie Madoff. That's literally what he has to deal with every day. He's like Bernie Madoff's tax accountant or auditor or whatever. He's just under so much stress every single day from his freaking team. It's not even funny, and from playing in every tournament ever. Anyway, they're gonna be playing on Byzantium III once again, and this should be a more exciting match, hopefully, than the last game because Hyuk is not playing. That's right, Hyuk's not playing. So we'll see. Flash here. Flash. Another thing you could tell about him are his bizarre facial twitches. Oh, that might have been the start of one. His eye twitches. I actually read somewhere that it actually is could be caused by a lack of magnesium in his diet, or a wide variety of other possible causes, deficiencies, and diseases. That's what causes weird tics in your muscles. But a lack of magnesium, I don't believe that. Too much of his magnesium is going to his neural net processor, his CPU. Flash at the bottom right, of course, if you haven't been watching StarCraft, he is the Terran, and we have Crazy Hydra at the upper right. It would be very interesting to watch a TVT between Sky High and Flash. I think that would be a very, very interesting winners match to watch, and the most likely one, given that, of course, Sky High won Game 1. And I think that would just be a great lineup. I mean, we saw how Sky High destroyed, two Protosses, Jaedong, and who's the last guy he played? That guy, Haya. Yeah, Haya, not necessarily the best player out there, not the best Terran, but still played a pretty damn strong game, and Sky High was still able to win. And, it was certainly a very close game. Sky High was actually a little bit behind, I felt, for most of the game. So that would be very exciting to watch, him fighting Flash. That would be a real test. Because, to be honest, Sky High certainly did win the series for CJ. I'll give him that. But he wasn't necessarily as tested as he could have been. I mean, had he been 98-2 in favor of Flash. That's right. Now that is exactly what I was looking for Sky High versus Hyuk. I don't know what those people were thinking. I would actually say that Hyuk has a worse chance than Crazy Hydra beating a guy like Flash. I would honestly say that, because Crazy Hydra is so crazy and new that he could just do something totally wild, and Flash would just have like no idea. He would have never seen it. He would have been like Queens into Parasite into Speedlings into like more Queens, like something crazy like that you would never even think about, and then somehow it would actually cause Flash to have an aneurysm, and he would actually lose by brain failure, because that's really the only way that Crazy Hydra could beat him. But Hyuk couldn't even do that, because Hyuk is boring even in defeat. That's right, I'm sorry, but it's true. The question is Flash going to be going for Medic Marine, or is he going to be going for Mech? And he's going for Medic Marine, and I'm actually happy to see this, because we're going to see perhaps more of a traditional game here. So we are going to be seeing Medic Marine, of course. The gas would have been down if it was a mech build. And this should be an interesting game to watch. Flash is very, very good with Medic Marines. I don't need to say that for everyone who's been watching StarCraft recently. He obviously has some of the best control in the world for Medic Marine. Really, there's only a couple of players, I'd say, out there who are close. I would say Firebat Hero on his day is pretty damn close. I would say Hwasin is, when he's on, he's also close, although he's been recently slipping, well, not slipping, but getting beaten by players like Bai Hero. Obviously, the greats in the past have excellent Medic Marine control. I Love UV, of course, is legendary. And Flash falls around from that line, I'd say, the I Love UV line of Medic Marine control. It is very, very precise, and I'm going to be happy to see this. And he's facing the standard counter to it, most likely 3-hatch Mutas here. So, actually, you know what? Nowadays, I would say the standard counter has really become 2-hatch Mutalisks for a variety of reasons, due to the map, the metagame, and just the general desire for the Zerg to put on a lot of pressure in the mid-game. But, 3-hatch Mutas certainly works. It is the original counter. And Flash, of course, is going way standard here, getting Academy and a Rax, and he's just going to play it safe, I feel. I mean, I don't think he needs to innovate here. This early on in the tournament and against a no-name, I'm not even sure who Crazy Hydra beat to get here. Unfortunately, despite the fact I did cast Reach ending End's life, or at least End's life in the MSL last week, Reach did not make it into the MST. I believe he was actually called off into the Indian Ocean, where, of course, he shot all 3 pirates by himself. He actually had 3 pistols on him. 1 was shot with his mouth, and 2 with each hand, 1 by each hand. So he shot all 3 of them at once, and then the Navy had to make up a cover story. But all of you who are in the know obviously know that Reach was the one who shot all 3 pirates at once from the air. Actually, he was jumping off of an airplane, and he was parachuting, and he shot all 3 of them at once, and that's why he couldn't win the MS whatever group, the MSL preliminary group that he was in. Anyway, right now we're going to be seeing a bunch of Medic Marine here, and 1 Ling trying to get in and see what Flash is going on. It's not going to get anywhere. Flash, on the other hand, really is probably going to get a scan off pretty soon. He's going to see a Spire, 3-hatch Spire, of course, for the Zerg player. And this is going to be interesting. How good is Sky High? I have never seen a game of him playing, and I am curious. I don't even know what group he got through, in fact, in the preliminaries, if it had any decent players in it. So, right now, Flash going to get +1 attack, it looks like, and he's going to get Stim. And, looks like a couple of Lings have gotten past him. This might slow him down a little bit, or unless he decides just to advance anyway. You might have enough Marines already to do so. And, nowadays, every single Zerg, of course, has a decent Mutalisk Micro, with the exception of Fire Fist. But, yeah, I will be expecting good Micro at the very least, because his name's not Fire Fist. And he is